Are you wondering what in the world is spiritual money? Does that even exist? Let's find out together. See, mostly every spiritual teacher and life coach agree that people who have the right mindset about money or money consciousness are more likely to obtain it. Now, on the other hand, you have people with the wrong beliefs or unconscious about money who will tend to struggle not only making money, but also keeping it. When they have the money, they always find a quick way to get rid of it, going back to their normal state of lack of money where they unconsciously feel safer. There are many reasons for this to happen. There are family reasons, cultural reasons, experiential reasons, and a combination of them. Some of the cultural reasons include religious beliefs that support this idea of powerless thinking, poverty, and a God who is outside of you, among other things. Or like in many movies and soap operas, the poor guy is always good and honest, while the rich guy is bad and mean. The experiential reasons include when you have experienced for a long time money struggles in your own household or in the community or country where you live. Family reasons include what you have learned about money from your parents, siblings, and family members. Many of us, including myself, have experienced at home wrong affirmations about money while we were growing up. My father was a prominent doctor who did not want to get rich and would always say, money stinks, or this rich guy must be a drug dealer, or things like that. While I was, on the other hand, attending private schools surrounded by rich friends who were always showing off about their expensive toys, trips, their parents' cars, their big houses, etc. I now understand and appreciate where my father came from when making those statements. He wanted to instill in us the right values about family, love, and kindness above everything else, and that was great. But he was not aware that that would create a sense in me that making money was bad, and I was always very loyal to him. So I ended up growing up with this internal conflict of wanting to be rich like my friends, but also unconsciously feeling kind of guilty or not good about it. My own ego took advantage of the situation, as it always does, and my true self desires got disconnected from my mind desires. My mind desires were just about making a lot of money. So I decided to get a business administration college degree while I was unaware of my true self desires. But that all changed before finishing college, when I became more and more interested in acting, writing songs, and singing. It took me a huge internal debate after finishing college to do what I felt was the right thing to do: leave behind my business career and embark seriously on an artistic career. But did that solve the problem of my internal money settings? The answer is no. I pretty much started my artistic career with the same ego-driven behavior. On the surface, always looking very enthusiastic and hardworking, but also very anxious and always trying to force things to happen. It wasn't until several years later that I got my first big breakthrough. After I was completely exhausted by not being able to get my first record deal with a wife and my first child to support, I thought I was done and nothing would happen. So I decided to go back to my business career, but not before first giving something back to the artistic community I had been working with during those years. So I created the first Unknown Singers Association, dedicated to promoting the rights of jingle and backup singers, fighting abusive behavior from producers and the industry in general. And guess what? After leading this effort for 6 months, being the president of this association, when I made sure everything was in place, I stepped down. I was now ready to go back to my business career, but on my last appearance as the speaker of the newly created association, someone from the audience invited me to a rehearsal that finally led me to be part of one of the most iconic bands ever in my country. Records, concerts, fame, and money finally appeared in my experience. I had let go of everything. I exercised gratitude and everything changed. So our conversation today is about spiritual money, right? Do you still have to work? Of course, yes. Can't you just sit down and expect things to happen? No, but you can work in a new way. You can learn how to align yourself with your true self desires by observing your ego, meaning your thoughts and feelings about yourself and the external things, and allowing things to happen, not forcing things to happen. An affirmation is a great tool that indicates how you could think and feel about certain things. For money purposes, you could repeat to yourself something like, "It feels good to have money. It feels good to have money." When making your affirmation, check out how you feel when you are thinking about money. You will find that there is a thought and feeling duality. Thoughts and feelings are always linked. Create your own affirmation, observe how it feels, and if you find conflict, you are on the right path. Stop the thought process. Just keep observing the feeling. Stay there, even if it doesn't feel good, and you'll see how it gradually starts dissolving. When it's finally dissolved, your new affirmation will automatically be in place. Don't get confused by ego-driven people who do make a lot of money. Their lives in general are not balanced, even if they don't want to accept it. They usually have family issues, illnesses, stress, and unhappiness, among other things. I think the key here is to realize that money is just one component of abundance. Abundance is a much greater life concept with many parts such as love, health, gratitude, and peace. Resources may come to you in different ways, not necessarily via your income. It is possible that not all of us are meant to be rich, but certainly we all are entitled to live an abundant life. If you like this video, please click right now on the like icon below, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your friends. Also, please head to our website for insights, tips, and much more. Once you are on newmetv.com, sign up for our email updates and share your comments and experiences with us. Practice meditation, live in the present moment, and always be the silent observer of your thoughts and feelings. This is New Me TV. Let's evolve together.